What up, YouTube? Oh, man. So, there's a very kind of wild topic to disclose. And to be honest with you, a lot of people don't want to disclose this, but I'm going to be the one to open up the can of worms. And because honestly, 1 in 3 men have it. So, with that being said, since 1 in 3 men have pseudo gynecomastia, first and foremost, it's one of those things that people don't want to talk about. I promise you, your favorite celebrity has it. I've seen people everywhere I go have it. I really do believe 1 in 3 men have it. It's one of those things where people don't want to be open about it. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to accept the fact that this is really a common factor that's going on with men. Some people, they just make 1 or 2 videos about it. No one really goes into deep detail about it. So within these next few days, I'm gonna really talk a lot about this because that's something that I have personally lived with, and a lot of people around me and my family have it. And some people, it's disguised better. Some people, like myself, built a body around it so it won't show as much. So if you don't have money to get the surgery, it's fine. But your best bet, honestly, is to wear loose shirts, wear super tight undergarments, and to be honest with you, dating, used to date, you get what I'm saying? Like, used to knock things down, but just know if she's one of those that is going to overreact because you do have it, she don't really like you that much, bro. Because a lot of women in my past, they know and they seen it and never really said nothing, or they comment on it a little bit, but they like, you got a nice body, but damn, your nipples are kind of puffy. And it's like, okay, cool. So what I do is, there's a little trick you can do is, if you know you're about to take off your shirt, pinch it. Or like, if you're about to be in intimate, like coursing, whatever, or be cracking something, or be intimate with somebody, your best bet is to leave your tank top on, and then when you're in round 2, if you decide to go that far, or in the middle of round 1, then you take your shirt, or your tank top off, right? She won't really see it until you actually, like, if you turn on a light, or if you are in the light, or if you guys jump in the shower or whatever. So that's just the dark side and honest truth about it. Depending on how mature she is, she probably won't say nothing. Or if it comes up, she probably say something and probably act like she didn't see it. But I think the worst thing ever is to go on a date with a chick that you really like, and then you guys are on the beach, and then she questions it, or she asks to look at it. Some women don't really care. A lot of women nowadays understand, and a lot of little girls will probably make fun of you about it, or you probably never see her again. So it's just the difference between women and little girls. Some girls are mature about it, some girls are not. If they really like you and they're understanding, they will look past that. But like I said, your best bet is to stay away from places that makes you take off your shirt. Don't get into no altercations. Don't get into anything that's gonna put you in a situation where it looks crazy. Like, some people would purposely make fun of you just to get underneath your skin about it, you know? But it can really ruin your dating life, honestly. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Best bet is to save money on the side for the procedure. It is kind of pricey. I don't think it's fair that you pretty much have to pay for it if it doesn't hurt per insurance. And then on top of that, they're not gonna let you choose your surgeon. So I did a lot of research. I'm talking about like years, probably like a decade of research on who can help me. And to be honest with you, the person I personally went with is someone that has a lot of experience. I didn't have to get the surgery. It's something that I wanted to do, right? I always wanted to do it, never did it. I've been fine living life. It didn't hinder or stop anything that I wanted to do or anybody that I wanted to date. So that's one thing that, don't ever think that getting the surgery is gonna better your situation. It can, I say it can enhance your situation, but don't make it be the end all be all where you need to get the surgery and put yourself in debt when you know you don't have enough money for it. It's okay to work on sculpting your body first, leaning out, and then get the surgery whenever you get your money up. That's fine. Also remember, do not feel like you're the only one with this thing. Like, I'm telling you, it's a lot of men that have it. I'll see, not to name drop any celebrities, but I see a lot of A-class celebrities with it. Anyone that took steroids or before they even started taking steroids had it. And some people had it in one chest, some people had it in both. Don't feel like it's something that is the end, right? So for people that do have the money to get the surgery and want to know what's the procedure of getting surgery, obviously we have a consultation, pick a doctor, consultation. They're going to give you a discount if you do it early, or you can ask for a discount. To be honest with you, that the surgery, depending on what the surgeon and his experience, it might take an hour. Some people do it under no anesthesia. I'm doing it with mine or anesthesia. It's one of those things where you gotta just, with personal preference, honestly. I'd rather just be taking a nap and then wake up and then it's already done, than me letting them hit me with the numbing and being wide awake for an hour or two just to feel people poking at me and cutting me and doing all kind of craziness. So that's just my preference. Is it the end of the world? No. It's one of those things where it's like a new beginning, a new journey. I personally think before you get the surgery, within 3 months to 6 months of getting the surgery, do 100 push-ups a day. Do 100 to 200 push-ups a day. It's gonna build your arms, your shoulders, your back. So like, lift weights, do shoulder days, do push-pull legs, and then full body day. Just grow your body and build your body. It's gonna take longer than that, but just do what you can do, you know? Because what it's gonna do is your shoulders gonna get bigger. It's gonna pick up the droopy skin. Then your back is gonna get bigger, so it's gonna pull a little bit back from your chest fat. And then you're gonna grow your incline. You're gonna do a lot of incline work, so it's gonna grow the top here. The actual gland is on your lower part of your chest for everybody that has it, no matter who you are. The chest, I believe, have 3 sections to it. They have top, mid, and bottom. Everyone's is from, I say, half of mid to bottom. So if you're working on your dips, your push-ups, and you're doing your incline, you could probably get it to all balance out, and that's my situation. That's what's going on with me right now. So with that being said, excuse me, your best bet is to do a lot of cable work, push-ups, lean out, and it's one of those things where once they remove the gland, so this is your gland, this is your chest, your nipple, this is the gland, and it is over it, and this right here is your pec. So if you got your pec, this is the incline part, bottom. The bottom is like this, puffy nipples, and it droops down a little bit. So you work out, a lot of the fat is just gonna smush up, and it's just gonna lean out, but the nipples are still gonna be fat, and that's pretty much what had happened to me. But it didn't change anything. You know what I'm saying? But once I started bulking, that's when it had me just like, man, this is getting bad. And I feel like the older I get, the worse it's gonna be. So at this point, my best bet is to get the surgery. If you can, right? These are things that I'm telling you right now, things that you can do before the surgery, just confidence, motivation, and just understand that the reason why you had got this in the first place, either your hormones was out of whack or you were once obese. I was once obese, right? Thank God I was able to fix my situation and lean out. But once I leaned out, I discovered I had gyno. It's one of those things where I didn't let it bother me. It didn't stop me from making money. It didn't stop me from meeting women. It didn't stop me from just being myself and being outside. It didn't stop none of that. But did I conceal it a lot? Yes. But when I didn't have to conceal it, it was like whatever. But then when people notice it, or family members notice it, they'll be like, "Oh, damn, your nipples are fat. Damn, why?" And I'm like, okay, and just act like I don't care. But deep down inside, I knew damn well, like, damn, stop looking at it. Like, who cares? Like, your girl like me. I don't care, you know? So that's just what came with it. And that's just the reality of things. So at this point of my life, where I have the money, I'm willing to do it. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. But I know I don't want it to be an issue later on when I decide to do bodybuilding. Now, because I like to work out, and I want to do at least one natural body building competition with no boys, nothing like that of the sort. Don't plan on taking none of that stuff. But I kind of thought about taking something to see if I can fix it or grow my body more. But I said, nah, it probably will make it worse. So one thing I will say that do make it worse is soy. Drinking or eating soy, if you can, swap it out for coconut aminos. I used to put soy on my food, and man, I tell you, any hibachi place I ever went to that said soy free, okay. I would just take one look, and once my nipples go from like this to wham, oh yeah, I know what time it is. It's crazy, right? A lot of people don't talk about that. It's grains, a lot of stuff like that does that, and it grows. The reason why I'm removing mine is because no matter how lean I get, I'll shrink it up and everything will smush upon my pec, and then the nipple will still be like a good size. And then as soon as I eat something like wheat or pasta or whatever, it'll get fat. And then once I start to like get out of that body fat percentage, because the lowest I ever went was 6%. Once I grow up, like not grow up, but once I gain weight, because it's off season for me, it's not hot out, so I just like to just bulk and just eat whatever I want. The way that my chest gains so much fat and it turns into not a triangle, but it's like one of those cone but in the gland just feels massive. It feels bigger than usual, and I personally got annoyed with that. I was like, you know what, I can't keep doing this every year. Don't want to deal with it, because there's some years that I go through some, you know what I mean, heartache. You're not gonna be lean. It's damn near impossible to be lean all year round. That's my next goal. But it's when you go through things in life and you don't have a stable life, at that moment, that's when it becomes, okay, you know what? So now my life is stable now, and I'm grateful and thankful for it. But I'm just like, yo, let me just lock in and get the surgery done. And they hooked it up for me. And I low-key don't want to do surgery because of having surgery in the past. It kind of like made me sit it out for summer. But honestly, this one is not as bad, only due to the fact that I won't be able to do nothing for a week. But that's just a week compared to me having like a bone cut or something crazy. It's just a gland removal surgery. It's not the worst thing ever. So if you guys have any questions, man, just comment, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna take you guys through this whole journey with me. It's just something that was on my mind that I wanted to talk about pseudo gyno. Other gyno is people that take voids. I don't take voids. I'm 100% natural. So this is just off the top, just venting about this whole pseudo gyno situation. And hopefully people out there, hey, look, you find it in yourself to get the surgery. But I promise you, your favorite celebrity had it. From top celebrities to regular celebrities, all of them had it. It's easier. Some people's situation is not that bad. Some people's situation is excessive, where if you're obese, you're gonna probably have to cut the whole thing off. Well, they're gonna cut the whole thing off for you and then give you a stitch line underneath your chest instead of going through the actual nipple, you know? So that's just my take on this. I'm gonna probably show you guys in the next video on a clip on how people actually get this surgery done, because normally I didn't really like talk about it too much. But the surgeon that I use, he got videos online that shows how he does it, and that's why I feel comfortable with him. And one thing I will say before I end this video, please listen up. Please, this is very important. If you're gonna have somebody do the surgery, you're gonna be left with a big ditch in your chest because of how big the gland is, right? Please, 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 make sure when they stitch you up, some people don't know this procedure. It's certain doctors, there's only 1 or 2 doctors that I've seen do this. Everybody else just leaves it with the ditch and it just forms on its own. It's removed, but it's not. There's a decrease in the chest. Tell them to stitch the bottom pec to the upper pec. Look for, don't even ask, don't even say nothing. As long as, if they don't tell you that, that's their procedure on how they could fix that ditch, run. Do not go to them, because I'm telling you now, you're gonna have a nice chest on the upper, and then your bottom is gonna just be decreased. Then you gotta go to somebody else to get it fixed. Then they gotta lipo it. You don't want that. Go to somebody that's professional and that knows what they're doing, so you won't have to deal with that kind of problem. Because the biggest thing out of this that I've noticed is that a lot of people get it removed and their chest is ruined. So your best bet is to go to somebody that knows what they're doing, that has the experience, so they can actually sculpt your chest to make it look like a manly chest. And it's really nothing that crazy. It's your chest. It's supposed to, that's how it's supposed to look. But what they do is they'll leave the ditch and don't even try to even attach the bottom from where they took the gland out to the actual bottom that's left, because they're going to remove the gland. There's going to be a big gap, and they're supposed to take the bottom and connect it to the top. But you'll see in the next video that I'm going to show you on why and what you should look for when you're looking for a surgeon.